On EA Sports. Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from Paris. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
This will end up as a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Brought in right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Hand off to the back. Past midfield to the 45. And he works this down to the 41. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. Back-to-back carries here. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Pocket Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but a charge out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another one for Cook. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Tight end in motion left. 3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Right up the gut. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pass complete to Cook. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. Now
a give to Cook, running left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. Has a hole left, room to run. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
They go play action here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Shamrocks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's second and 14. And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Here he is on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Field goal attempt coming now from Young Hui Koo. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. It's close and no good. It connects with that left upright. And they are unable to double their lead.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first. Throwing now off play action. He rolls to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Second and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first. They'll throw it again. Short pass brought in. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First and 10, they're going to throw. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to throw it. He gets a let. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack, another pass on second down. Get him yet again. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Shamrocks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead. Now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
It's second down and 10.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Into traffic, complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Fields now on third. Hits his running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Fields on first down. Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Your third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Play action, Fields. Headed out right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another throw for Fields. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Fields out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Fields on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Field goal attempts coming now from Young Hui Koo. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie things up in the third.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the defense. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
No, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Got his target. It's Otten. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 20 on second down. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
Well, that's not the...
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Working quickly here. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's a 13-13 ball game as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Chased out to his right.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Big play here, tie game, and here comes 4th and goal. They do snap it. Here's Fields. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Shamrocks take a 4th quarter lead. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Shamrocks break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now run by Cook. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pass complete to Cook. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He's got it near the 8. And he's in. Touchdown! The Chargers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Setting up to pass. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll give him a first down. Now give left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Herbert straight ahead, and he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. An entire game coming down to the leg of Younghoe Koo. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This one from 42 yards out. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Oh, he drops and cuts to the right sideline. And what a play. He scores. They get to the end zone on the final snap, and the huge moment wins them the game. For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even
Great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever called.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports,